So the long cane training came along, and wow, what a time to pick. It was the winter and it was cold, and the time that we trained was mainly in night times because I'm completely blind at night. And we were going out twice a week, and within that as well, I had to also keep training myself so I could keep the skills up. And that went on for 3 months, and I think Rachel would probably say I walked her legs off because I'm a walker. I've always walked everywhere. I'm a big advocate of keeping fit. I've always been a runner, and therefore to try to keep up with me is interesting. But she managed it. I think she used to have to go home and have a good rest afterwards. So 3 months later, I passed my long cane training, and it was just within probably 3 or 4 sessions after losing that initial fear and having that judgment. I think that was the thing that was holding me back with using the long cane. I felt that people were going to judge me. I've always hidden my vision, if you like. That's the thing with RP. You don't look like you've got anything wrong with your eyes. When somebody looks at you, they always say to me, but you don't look like there's anything wrong with you. You look normal. And I've always used that as well. So if you like, I've been hiding behind a curtain for a long time. So of course, taking this long cane in my hand all of a sudden was like a Alicia Beacon saying to the world, look, I'm a visually impaired person. And I wasn't really sure how I felt about that, but I had to put those feelings aside because I knew that cane was going to give me so much more. And all I shall say is, wow, has it? And I wish I would have used it years ago, because it's given me a sense of independence that I didn't really realise how dependent I had become over the years. I don't think you really notice, but you just start depending on the people around you more and more without necessarily realising that that's what you're doing and the things that you're not doing anymore. But the cane has really given me my independence back, because I haven't been out before using the cane at night on my own for 20 odd years. And now I'm able to walk my little Westie dog on my own at night time. And it's an incredible, freeing, beautiful, trusting experience. And I really feel it's opened me up to all possibilities. And it most certainly has helped me come to terms and accept my sight loss. The next song I'd like to introduce to you is called Butterfly, and this song really is about my freedom and my trust and my newfound acceptance.
Will I be
think it's important to mention that the support network that I've got in my life is so imperative to my well-being. My parents have always been incredibly supportive of me and very helpful with anything that I've ever needed, really. And my husband is my rock. He sees everything. He sees the temper tantrums, he sees the great laughter, he sees the tears, he sees the joy, and somehow he takes it all in his stride, and he really is the person that is my guiding light. Back in 2016, I realised that I felt that I needed some additional support. So I met a lovely lady called Moon Pullen, who is a holistic therapist, and she's a counsellor that believes in alternative routes to traditional psychotherapy and counselling. And I've been seeing her now for 3 years on and off, more intensely within the first year and a half, 2 years. And I now, she's very much a part of my life and a very dear friend. But she has helped me get to that point where I realised I needed to accept my sight loss, and not just accept it, but embrace it, and stop the negativity around it, and start putting positivity into it, and seeing the greatness of it and the beauty within it. And since she's been working with me, she helps me see things in a completely new way. I don't think that I was such a positive person perhaps in the first half of my sight loss life. I most certainly am a much more positive person now, and that really is due, a big chunk of that is due to her. Also, I've got an incredible another guiding light, and it's a lady called Barbara Norton. She is the welfare counsellor in Moorfields Eye Hospital. Now, I first met her when I was 19, and she really resonated with me because she too has got retinitis pigmentosa. She has corneal dystrophy, which is something very, very similar to mine. And of course, she's this lady that's incredibly empowered, has a wonderful job reaching out and helping people, making things happen for people with sight loss, helping people to come to terms with their sight loss. And meeting her back when I was 19 was quite incredible, actually, because she always sort of really was like an icon for me. It was somebody that I wanted to end up being like, And we reconnected all those years later due to the guide dogs application. And now we're constantly in each other's lives, and she actually has a piece of my work. She commissioned me for a piece, and she came along and officially opened my latest exhibition, Blind as Sixth Sense. This feels like a good point to introduce another song, and it's called Wait for the Silence. Blind a Sixth Sense, that's the latest exhibition, that's the concept piece, and to be honest, that's probably the highlight of my artistic career so far. House of Commons was incredible, but the concept of this exhibition was completely different. It's never been done before until now, and really I came up with the concept because of my newfound acceptance of my blindness and my embracing the beauty of blindness, and I wanted to share that experience with the public through my sculpting. I created 6 individual pieces of work. They all depict sight, sound, taste, touch, smell, and a sixth sense. Now, a sixth sense for me is trust and freedom, and I believe that is exactly what I feel when I'm in my blind situation. And I wanted a piece that would depict and represent those feelings. The biggest challenge, I think, for people was the very concept of this exhibition. This exhibition was put on in a gallery space with complete pitch black situation. There were no lighting whatsoever. And I wanted to engage the public not only into my world to understand how I engage with my environment, but also to engage themselves with their other senses. As a visually impaired person, my other senses are incredibly important to me and get used so much more on a daily level. My sense of touch is probably the most important to me because, after all, I'm a sculptor, so that is how I've managed to adapt my way of working, and a lot of my way of working is feeling with my hands and the tactileness of what I'm creating. So I wanted people to understand how I create my work and how I interact with my environment on a daily level. I believe the world is a very visually orientated place, and I think it's very easy for people with sight to shut down their other senses because they feel that all the information they need is coming through via their vision. And it's a real shame because I think people are missing out on all of the other amazing senses that we have, and we're not using them to half of their capacity. So the exhibition was also to engage the public with their other senses and to help them see that, yes, okay, vision is important, but it isn't everything. You know, hearing is just as important and touch is just as important. So I really hope that came across in the exhibition. And my third mission statement, if you like, was to challenge the visual arts, because as an artist and an art lover, I enjoy to go to galleries, and I believe that there really isn't enough accessible exhibitions out there, most especially in these large national galleries. They really don't consider the blind community and how we as the blind community have to engage so that we get our information. And a big part of that is to touch and to feel. And of course you can't touch and you can't feel the exhibits. Now, being a sculptor, that is something for me that I've always encouraged in all of my exhibitions. Every single exhibition I've ever had, I've always asked people, please feel the work, please engage and touch the work. It's been created in that way, and it's for you to enjoy the tactileness of. So my message really, and my narrative of all of this exhibition, are those three things. So I really hope that will shine through. February 2018, the debut. Blind A Sixth Sense was finally here. After a year of complete and utter hard work, it took 6 months to create 6 pieces, and then another 6 months of promotional administration and all of the things that go along with actually self-curating an exhibition. So here we were, and where else would be better than Beach Creative? I couldn't think of a more homely situation where I wanted this to debut. And Mandy, being Mandy, was able to house it so beautifully and with such grace and understanding. And I think that was really important for this exhibition, to have that support and that belief that yes, this exhibition was something quite special. It was on for 2 weeks, and within that 2 weeks it saw a footfall of 500 visitors, and a really engaging experience for me, because I was able to be over there quite a lot of the time, which helped me tell my story and engage with the audience. And I think that really helped and heightened the experience for them as well, and gave them a much greater understanding of where I was coming from, and indeed the blind community comes from. Each person I spoke to had many different experiences of their own, and they understood the narrative, they understood the concept, and I think most people took something away of their own for it as well, be that a greater understanding of blindness, be that a greater understanding of themselves and their senses. So I think it really, really was quite something. All pieces were being sold to raise money for guide dogs, as a personal thank you for me for all of the wonderful training that Rachel gave me with my long cane training. So I'm happy to report that every piece of work that was for sale has sold. We also sold the music from the band Resonate, and we also made an album which was played behind the exhibition, and the music played instrumentally. That also was for sale. And there were hats that my mum kindly made, they were for sale. So all of this wonderful, wonderful experience was making a lot of money as well, which really was a wonderful thing. £1,400 was made in the end to give to guide dogs, which was incredible. I think now I've done this exhibition, it's succumbed all of my expectations. I really didn't think it was going to be quite as amazing as it actually was. And the thing it's brought to me is a network of connections and communication with other people within the blind community. People like Millie Knight, the wonderful young skier who is doing incredibly well at the Paralympics and making everybody very, very proud of her. And we have a strong connection now. She came to the exhibition and enjoyed it greatly, and I met her mother as well, which was lovely. Steve Bate, MBE, he is a Paralympic world champion cyclist. We've now got a very strong connection. He's been such an advocate and has endorsed the exhibition throughout in every way that he possibly could, and even sent a beautiful message from a private view to be read out. And also other people all around the world. There's a man called Dan Mancini, who's this incredible guy who also has RP. He has 5% vision, as I do. Yet he does crazy things on a skateboard and is quite an inspiration. And so this network I'm finding is building and building. And it's inspiring. It's inspiring me all the time. And it's making me realise that the blind community, there really isn't a disability. There is just ability. It's just about adapting how you do things and enjoying your life to the full, I feel.
where I belong. Give me the skim of the ocean, 'cause that's where I belong. Give me the skim of the ocean, 'cause that's where I belong. Give me the skim of the ocean, 'cause that's where I belong.
I hope you have enjoyed listening to Victoria. Her website is victoriaclaresculpture.com, where her contact details and a gallery of her sculptures may be found. The music played in this programme came from her CD Resonate, which may be purchased from Victoria.